Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Hope everyone had a good week and starting to have a good weekend and everything too. But it's a little windy today. We're going to be practicing for the 900. That's what I got coming up and everything. I've been working hard this whole entire week on my form and for my release and everything. So what I did was, I don't know if everyone noticed me in my other videos, I changed my form on the last video with showing the bow. I went back to the way I usually shoot my compound bow, which it's a good form. What I learned it from and everything was Coach Kim from the Koreans. I don't know if y'all have seen him, but he does have his own channel. He doesn't have too many videos, but he just put an app out. He's one of the best coaches out there, I think, for Olympic recurve, and he coaches compound too. He has his own facility that he's had, I think since it's been open, he's had over 2,000 and some people there. Please check him out. He's a great coach. You'll learn a lot from him. I watched his videos and everything a long time ago, probably about 5 years ago. So with my form that I do, and the way I teach it is, I'll show you guys right here, actually. So what I do is, line up to the target and everything. I rotate my hips to lock them in, or whatever, to keep it straight. So what I do is I come up, I go here, and then when I come down, I start going back into using my back muscles and everything. If you're wondering what back muscles, I'm not going to say what the names of all the muscles that you use, but there's a easy way to find out like how it's supposed to feel when you shoot is hold your hands out like this, and when you go back some with both hands out like this straight, you'll be able to feel your back muscles, the ones that you'll be using. So then you'll know which ones that you use, okay? The other thing is, so that's the way I do it. I know in the past I was keep on trying to practice with my release. Alright. A good way to learn how to practice with your release, I know, is plucking and everything, because if I don't find my right anchor point, everyone's different. So always try to find what feels right to you and use it instead. If you're just starting out and you don't know how to feel what it feels like, the best way to do it, if you're shooting split finger or 3-under, is just take your finger here and you take your 3 fingers and you go like this, right? And then you can hold it and then you can let loose. And you can feel the difference between plucking it and letting loose, okay? So that's a great way for you to find it out, alright? Other than that, I'm going to use my stretch band and everything and warm up before I shoot. It's always good to warm up before you shoot because you don't want to hurt anything, alright? So I'm going to do that, and then I'll get back and we're going to practice. I got 50 yards out, and I have a 122 centimeter face, so this will be the first time that I use my new place. Okay. Another thing is, sorry, my mouth is dry. I gotta get something to drink. Another thing is, archery is easy. Okay, guys, it's not hard. I know a lot of people thinks it's hard, but it's actually easy. All it is 1, 2, 3. That's it. Okay, and you just got to use your back muscle. So when you come up and you start coming back, once you get to here, that's when you start using your back muscles. That's when I do. And then I come up and then I go back down to here, and then that works my scapula and everything and locks it in place, okay? Then you get holding it and then you can release. But when you're first starting out, the way I do it, I don't follow through all the way back here. If you're first starting out, you only have to go just a couple of centimeters, just 1, 2, 3. That's as far as you need to go when you're first starting out, okay? So let me warm up and we'll get back into it, okay? Alright guys, we're back and everything. So as you see, I got my X-Spot riser with my winner's limbs and everything. And if you're wondering the arrows I'm shooting today, as you can see, it's windy today too, so I am actually shooting predators. I'm shooting 800 predators with XS spin wings, and I'm using the in-out inserts with a screw-in point. So that's what I'm using. I know a lot of people first getting in and everything, they think that, you know, they have to have the very best bows and everything else like that. Everybody's got a budget. If you don't have a budget, I mean, if you have a budget to get into it, in my other videos, I was shooting the Cartel riser, which is $130 riser. You know, and the limbs, these limbs are $123. So, you know, for 250 bucks or so, I got, you know, then you don't have to have this rest. I have this rest, but you can get a cheaper rest and everything too. That's only like 20 bucks. I think this one was $40 though. And but I think some other companies are starting to make this style rest. Okay, and this is a knockoff plunger. This plunger only cost me $14. So I'm shooting on a budget. My old channel name was Everyone's Archery. Okay, and I still feel that, you know, anyone can shoot. It doesn't matter what your budget is, or it doesn't matter what's wrong with, you know, if you have a problem and everything, okay? So anybody can shoot no matter what. And archery is easy, okay? Don't make it difficult, alright? It's very, very easy. First starting out and everything, okay? Best advice to give, if you do have money, the first thing I would do is get a coach. Get a coach and learn the form and everything first, and your rhythm, before you go and spend lots and lots of money on bows and everything else too, okay? Best thing to do is get a coach. Spend $300 or whatever on coaches to learn how to shoot. But find a good coach, okay? Don't, you know, get a good coach. But, and ask around and everything first. So I'm shooting $5 arrows. So anybody can afford what I have right here. Anybody can afford it, okay? This riser, I just bought it. Yeah, it's expensive, but does it shoot any better than the Cartel? No, not really. It's just that the Cartel is thinner and I don't like the grip on it, okay? But if you adjust the grip and everything, you should be good. So 50 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm string walking too. So let's see. And it's windy. Alright guys, that's it. If you were wondering where I was shooting at, I was shooting right there, 60 yards, okay? This is only my third time shooting 60 yards this way. I'm actually trying to find my gap and everything, so tell you what, come with me. As always, trying to find what works for you, what feels natural to you in your shooting. You can count. That's one thing that helps. It could help you or it could hurt you too. But the other thing is when to go into a tournament. If you haven't been in a tournament and everything, your nerves are like really crazy. If it's your first ones and everything, the way that I settle myself down is I actually count, just count and everything, and just do it that way, because then it gets my mind off of what I'm doing, gets my mind off of the tournament and everything. As you can see, I'm still trying to figure out my aim and everything. Actually, you see, string walking. So, as you can see, and everything, these three is in line and that one is off, but that's me. But it looks like all I have to do is just come up maybe another line on my tab, as you can see it. Another line on my tab, and it should bring it up and everything. But that's 60 yards. I've only been shooting this way for, well, with this anchor point and everything, maybe 3 days. So that's it. As you can see, it's always a progress. I'm not a professional or anything, and I don't claim to be. So all I do is shoot and have fun. Alright, so I'm gonna take it easy. It's already almost lunchtime, so I've been shooting for 3 hours. Yeah, three and a half hours. And by this group right here, this is after shooting 3 hours. Okay, from 20 all the way to 60 in 5-yard increments. So I'm kind of tired, kind of hungry, and I'm going to go eat. So until next time, take it easy, be safe, and shoot straight.